In the wild world, where strength and cunning rule, a name echoed like a legend among the predators. It was Sultan, the lion no enemy dared to challenge. An absolute king who ruled with an iron fist, surrounded by a group of lionesses ready to serve him at every moment. But in a world where thrones are won through blood and fierce battles, could the tides shift into a nightmare that topples even the strongest kings from their mighty thrones? So let us delve today into the story of a living legend, the story of Sultan the Lion, who alone led 16 lionesses and crushed enemies with his might and ferocity. Get ready, because this story will take you on a journey full of surprises and excitement. In the depths of northwestern Ethiopia, where secrets lie nestled within untouched nature, stands Lionesses National Park, one of the most remote and mysterious areas on Earth. For many years, this region remained an unsolved enigma, hiding within its vast landscapes secrets untouched by human hands. In 2016, the unexpected happened. Led by scientist Hans Bauer from the Born Free Foundation, researchers confirmed the astonishing discovery of a previously unknown group of lions living in this isolated land, estimated to number between 100 and 200 lions. These majestic predators roam the Lionesses area and the nearby Dinder National Park in Sudan. Despite confirming their presence, observing these lions remains a major challenge to this day, especially due to limited funding, the vast size of the area, and the small number of rangers who often lack the necessary equipment. In addition, the park's geographical isolation makes continuous monitoring nearly impossible, leaving many mysterious events unfolding there. But in 2018, an unexpected report revealed something extraordinary. On a quiet morning, during a routine patrol, a local ranger noticed something unusual at a short distance: a majestic male lion, notable not only for his powerful presence, but also for the 16 impressive females following him with unwavering loyalty. Lions are rare in this area, so how could one male control such a large number of females? The scene was unusual by every standard. Fascinated by this rare pride, the ranger decided to investigate further. He noticed the lionesses were highly organized, moving in harmony and showing complete loyalty to their male leader. This unique behavior impressed the rangers, who gave the lion the name Sultan. But the bigger question remained: how did Sultan manage to gather such a large number of lionesses in an area where lions are few? The mystery began to unfold when a pair of strong young lions appeared in Sultan's territory. These were nomadic lions searching for an opportunity to seize a pride of their own, and Sultan's lionesses were a highly tempting prize, but Sultan was always one step ahead. From his hiding place among the acacia trees, he observed the invaders' movements carefully. Unlike most lions who roar to intimidate rivals, Sultan was patient. He didn't attack out of rage. He planned with great wisdom and clear cunning. The lionesses, for their part, showed no panic. They moved naturally, as if unaware of the danger, but this was all part of the strategy. So when the two nomadic lions separated, Sultan seized the opportunity. He moved like a silent shadow and charged at the first lion with lightning speed. The strike was powerful and decisive. He brought the intruder to the ground in moments. The strength Sultan displayed was astounding, making it impossible for his opponent to withstand. When the second lion heard the roar of battle, he rushed to help his companion. But upon seeing the first lion lying motionless, he chose to flee, realizing that facing Sultan meant certain death. In this way, Sultan once again proved he was an unbeatable king, and even after reinforcing his dominance, he refused to rest. In the wild, where strength is the law, there is no place for the weak. This lion was a living legend, Each day, his majestic presence could be seen confidently walking the borders of his territory, watching every inch of the land under his control. His vigilant eyes scanned the horizon, and any suspicious movement was enough to put him on high alert. As the months passed, Sultan continued to prove why he was a feared leader. Time and time again, he stopped nomadic lions from trespassing into his domain and drove them away, demonstrating his unmatched power and undisputed rule. But something began to draw the attention of the rangers observing the pride from afar. As the cubs grew, they noticed a strange pattern. All the cubs were female. Not a single male cub was born into Sultan's coalition. This discovery intrigued researchers because it diverged from the natural pattern. Statistically, the ratio of male to female lion cubs is about 30% males to 70% females. But here, the situation was entirely different. A new theory began to emerge. What if Sultan hadn't gathered all those lionesses over time? What if the females were actually the same ones from the original pride he had conquered? In large prides, it's expected that at least one male would appear in every litter. But in Sultan's case, that never happened, and it couldn't simply be a coincidence. Over time, the pride grew to 22 lionesses, 16 adults and 6 cubs, with signs of maturity starting to appear. Some lionesses were pregnant again, and the next few months would be crucial to understanding whether this pattern would continue. But fate had another surprise in store. This time, the danger didn't come in the form of a rival lion, but as hyenas. During a night patrol, Sultan found himself surrounded by a large pack of ravenous, furious hyenas. He was alone, yet he fought fiercely for his life. He managed to bring down several hyenas, but the wounds he sustained were severe, most of them fatal. As days passed, his wounds became infected, and fever consumed his body. He could no longer move as he once did. The lion, who once walked proudly, had become limping, dragging his legs painfully across the dry land. The lionesses tried to approach him, but the presence of a weak leader no longer comforted them. Sultan, the lion who was once a symbol of power, had become a shadow of what he used to be, a timeless tale etched into the landscape. Eventually, Sultan died, and with his departure, the lionesses remained together for a while, awaiting the arrival of a new male to take his place. But no lion came. The region was not crowded with nomadic males, and without a new leader, the pride's separation was inevitable. When the new cubs were born, only 3 survived, and the surprise? All of them were female again. The theory was confirmed. Perhaps Sultan was a majestic lion, a strategist, and an unbeatable warrior. But his lineage was unusual. He left behind no male heirs to carry on his legacy. Though this theory continues to fascinate researchers, it has not yet been fully confirmed. Scientists are still studying the phenomenon, trying to determine whether this pattern is repeating in other lion populations. Sultan's story does not end with his death. It is a story of unanswered questions, where mystery cloaks his legacy. He was one of the most exceptional lions in that region, leaving behind an army of females who later spread across the savannah in search of new kings.
Wildlife varies with its predators, prey, and manifestations of dominance that prevail over the most ferocious and powerful animals, where alliances unite to expel any other predatory animal that can share them in the ownership of the place, food, and safety. In the plains of Savuti, one day a lion emerged from the greatest lions that passed in the history of the region. It is the lion unforgettable, whose fame spread in all parts of the region. Unforgettable, this terrifying name translates into English as "he who greets with fire." This majestic lion lived in Savuti National Park in northern Botswana, which was one of the most wonderful and beautiful lions that ruled Mahomet's pride along with his brother Mandevou for many years. He was also known as the hyena killer, where Ntwadumela gained worldwide fame that made the directors make a documentary for him titled Eternal Enemies, that repraised this majestic lion and his eternal battles with the fierce hyenas. One day, in the late afternoon in the Savuti swamp in Botswana, where the weather was calm and full of the smell of wild sage and countless nocturnal animals across the green grassy plains, Mandevou was spotted far from his pride, patrolling in a treeless area without his brother Ntwadumela, where nearby stand the strong and fierce hyena mothers, with their eyes full of challenge, hunger, and mockery of this lion who came alone. These ruling mothers, along with their clan, surround Mandevou, and then work to spray their area with the scent of their clan, as a sign of challenge and control over the place. She challenges Mandevou's dominance of the area. It was a high-risk psychological game that she intends to engage in, while Mandevou, the huge, terrifying lion, did not care about the large numbers of hyenas despite being alone. So after he was besieged and really felt the danger, he ran away to avoid being attacked by the gathering clan, which clearly responded to the screams of the ruling mother. Motsumi, the most careful huntress in the clan, noticed the hyenas' attack, so she led some lionesses to the grasslands to confront them and expel them, while Mandevou withdrew from the place. The lionesses attacked the lower-ranking hyenas before turning their attention to the ruling mother, who was surrounding the clan and bending, flexing her muscles, and releasing her cries to encourage her clan. Nearby, Ntwadumela heard the frenzied noise of the hyenas and set off towards the sound. He immediately set off to join Motsumi to fight the ruling mother, where Motsumi was attacking her with all savagery, before she moved away and Ntwadumela took over the attack and then later the chase, after the ruling mother of the hyenas felt fear and fled from the place. But the fierce lion did not give up and continued to chase her for a while before he cut off her path, where she tried to resist him, but in vain. Ntwadumela immediately caught her windpipe between his killer jaws to immediately liquidate her. So the title hyena killer did not come to this strong lion in vain. He showed clear hostility and ferocity towards the hyenas. This lion inherited the conflict with the hyenas from his fathers in Mahomet's pride before he and his brother came to power. Over the years, Ntwadumela may have targeted hyena mothers specifically in a severe attempt to kill them and keep them away from the area. Where the hyena clan enjoys great advantages, as it enjoys a strong, fierce presence in the plains, and it is very good at stealing prey and assaulting other predators. So it was always better to kill them, or at least neutralize them from the place. This fierce competition for limited supplies and little food was the pride in abundance. Also, killing hyena mothers, as Ntwadumela did, disrupts the social structure of the clan. It may take months for a new ruling mother to emerge from within the group, where without the presence of a mother to help coordinate and guide the clan and prevent chaos, the hyena's gathering style for hunting will be ineffective. Although Ntwadumela was smaller in size than his brother Mandevou, he was the most beautiful among the lions, and most wildlife photographers wished to take many shots of him. He was one of those quiet, lovable lions in his pride. He always took on his duties as a strong predator of prey and a protector of pride. He enjoyed wonderful instincts to maintain the balance of power in the conflicts that were happening from time to time from within the pride or from outside. He faced many risks to defend himself and his pride. Ntwadumela's style was strong and deadly, enabling him to attack an elephant or a raging bull at the waterhole, which usually makes him challenge the huge buffaloes and harass the stronger competitors in the pride. This strength that qualifies him to live a clearly brave life, especially in a place where a bad injury often leads to certain painful death. Ntwadumela's courage was also exceptional among a large group of fierce lions, who also tried to keep competitors away and control disputes and secure atmospheres that serve their pride. As long as they stay together, they will achieve remarkable success and survival in Savuti. As an extraordinary lion, he ruled for several years alongside his brother Mandevou with great confidence in the strong and famous Mahomet's pride. The harmony within the pride was so great that the two lions allowed a beloved old male to return to Mahomet's pride, to which he belonged in his last days of life. But like most lions that age and grow old, Mandavu and Ntwadumela reached an age where they were no longer able to lead the pride, to be overthrown by younger and stronger lions, and the pride then collapsed, lacking the wisdom and calm that Ntwadumela provided to the group. And indeed, Motsumi later tried heroically to preserve her pride from surrendering to hunger without the presence of wise, strong males around her. But she was gored by a buffalo during a desperate chase. The great lady of the pride, Maome, was last seen starving to death with her sisters in the pride. While far from the pride, Ntwadumela and Mandavu, like most lions expelled from Savuti, moved north from one area to another, avoiding any challenge or gathering of competing animals and crossing areas that require caution from the ruling dominant lions. Then the story of Ntwadumela and his brother ended at the hands of bounty hunters who killed both famous lions after they ruled Savuti for a wonderful and long period. Yes, they were killed from the hunter's car while moving from one reserve to another in 1991. And certainly, wherever Ntwadumela's skin is hanging on a wall somewhere, the owners will have no idea about the life this lion lived, with his daily heroics, and battles with elephants and buffalo, and of course his fierce, violent conflicts almost daily, every night against his hyena enemies. Thank you, my friends, for watching, and we will meet you in a new story of the exciting world of lions.